a cozy living room with a comfortable armchair, a fireplace, and a blanket. Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the complexities of the human mind and behavior. Today we're discussing a topic that is relatable to all of us. Why do we seek comfort in the familiar? Please don't forget to like and comment below if you like this video. Have you ever found yourself gravitating towards something familiar when feeling anxious or uncertain? Be it a favorite movie, a childhood toy, or even a particular scent, we all have something that we seek when we need a sense of comfort. But why is that? To understand this behavior, we need to delve into the inner workings of the human mind. So let's break it down. The desire for familiarity is deeply ingrained in our biology. As human beings, we are creatures of habit, and our brains crave predictability and routine. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns and make connections, which is why we tend to feel comfortable when we are in a familiar environment. In fact, research has shown that when we encounter something familiar, our brains release a chemical called dopamine, which is associated with pleasure and reward. This creates a positive association with the familiar stimulus, leading us to seek it out more in the future. So, it's not just a psychological need, but a biological one as well. Our brains are wired to find comfort in the familiar, and that's why we tend to gravitate towards it during times of stress or uncertainty. Another reason why we seek comfort in the familiar is that it provides a sense of control. When we are faced with new and unfamiliar situations, we may feel a sense of powerlessness, which can trigger anxiety and stress. In contrast, when we surround ourselves with the familiar, we feel more in control and confident, as we know what to expect. Why people tend to go to the same restaurant is simply because it's familiar. When you visit a restaurant multiple times, you become familiar with the menu, the atmosphere, the staff, and the overall experience. This sense of familiarity can be comforting and reassuring, making you more likely to return. The need for control and predictability is especially true for those who have experienced trauma or other challenging life events. The familiar can serve as a source of stability and safety, helping individuals feel more secure and protected. However, while seeking comfort in the familiar is a natural and often healthy coping mechanism, it can also become a hindrance. When we rely too heavily on the familiar, we may become resistant to change, making it difficult to adapt and grow. Additionally, seeking comfort in the familiar can limit our experiences and prevent us from exploring new opportunities. If we always stick to what we know, we may miss out on exciting and enriching experiences that could broaden our horizons. It's important to strike a balance between seeking comfort in the familiar and challenging ourselves to step out of our comfort zones. So, what can we do to strike that balance? Well, it's all about finding a healthy equilibrium between the familiar and the new. We can challenge ourselves to try new things while still incorporating elements of familiarity to feel more at ease. For example, if you're trying a new activity, you could bring along a friend or listen to familiar music to make the experience more comfortable. Over time, you may find that the new activity becomes more familiar and enjoyable. It's all about finding what works for you and being open to trying new things while still honoring the importance of the familiar. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us as we explored why we seek comfort in the familiar. We hope you learned something new and found the information helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content.